Friends, welcome to this week's episode of A Word to Live By. This week's Word to Live By is taken from the books of Psalms chapter 55 verse 22 and the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. Psalm 55 verse 22 reads, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will support you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken." 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Casting all your care upon him, because he cares about you." How many of us have felt bombarded over the past couple of weeks or so? I know I have. Many things have come at me that I have not known how to deal with, and I would not have been prepared to deal with, even if I had known that they were coming my way. But this past week, the Lord has helped me to see from His Word that when these things happen, sometimes we want to run to people or things that are familiar. Maybe we eat a little bit more than we ought to eat, or we pick up the phone and call that friend who is always ready to listen and always ready to hear what we have to say. The former is not so great. The latter is sometimes warranted. But if we look at it, when we have done these things, i.e. cried or talked to somebody or eaten too much or lashed out in anger, we find out that these actions have not really accomplished anything. They have not really solved any problems. But when we go to the Lord, as the Lord led me to do this past week, when He nudged my heart and said, "You know what? You can talk to all the people you want to talk to. You can feel as bad as you want to feel. But until you talk to me and until you give your burdens to me, you will not and you cannot have any kind of rest. Because not only am I able to take your burdens away, I'm able to solve all your problems." And He brought these verses to me. And I'm sharing them with you today because I know that there's so many people that are going through different things and so many difficult situations at this time. But know one thing, as the Lord has said in His Word, He will never leave you nor forsake you. And He cares for you. He cares for me. So according to His Word, as we read it again, we will make a determination. I hope we make a determination to keep these words in our hearts. Psalm 55 verse 22, it says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will support you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken." What burdens are you carrying this week? Cast it upon Him. He will support you. He will not let you fall, and He will not allow the righteous to be shaken. The word of God also says in 1 Peter 5:7, it says, "Casting all your cares upon Him, because He cares for you." A while ago, we spoke about the word "all" in the scriptures, saying that when we fulfill all of what the Lord wants us to do, we are in covenant with Him, and it does not leave any room for the devil to come in. So this week, cast all your cares upon Him, no matter how little, no matter how difficult, no matter how large, no matter how intimidating. Because He cares for you, He will not only carry your burdens, He will solve every problem you have. Take these words with you this week. Trust in the Lord, knowing that never will He leave you, never will He forsake you, world without end. I love you all. God bless you, and have a wonderful week.